3 months ago, a 32-year-old graphic designer bought a website for $800. She'd never done this before, never even thought about it, but she was tired of trading hours for money and watching her income shrink every year. The site she bought was a mess. Outdated articles from 2018, broken links everywhere, zero traffic despite having a solid domain name. She spent 3 weeks using AI tools to refresh the content, optimize for search engines, and add proper monetization. Total time invested, about 25 hours. 3 months later, that site is generating $600 per month in passive income, and she just got an offer to sell it for $18,000. That's a 2,200% return in 90 days. Now here's the part that should terrify you if you're still selling your time. She's not special, she's not a tech genius, and she didn't have some inside connection. She just learned to see what 99% of people can't see. Undervalued digital assets sitting right there in plain sight, waiting to be transformed. In the next 12 months, the gap between what a digital asset costs and what it's actually worth is going to explode wider than it's ever been, and most people will completely miss it. They'll keep grinding as freelancers, watching their rates get undercut by AI and offshore competition. But a small group is doing something completely different. They're buying undervalued assets, injecting value with AI tools, and selling them for multiples that would make traditional investors jealous. Today, I'm showing you the exact system, not theory, but the actual step-by-step process. By the end of this video, you'll know more about digital asset arbitrage than 99% of people ever will. Before we get into how this works, you need to understand why this opportunity exists in the first place. There's a massive shift happening in the market right now, and most people are on the wrong side of it. On one side, you have what I call commodity labor, tasks that require your direct time but produce no lasting asset. Writing a blog post for a client, designing a logo, managing social media, all valuable work, but increasingly commoditized. Fiverr will do it for $20. I will do it for free, and clients know this. If you're a freelancer charging by the hour, you're in a race to the bottom you cannot win. But on the other side, there's something completely different happening. While commodity labor is getting cheaper, asset values are exploding. Let me show you the difference with a real example. Sarah is a freelance writer, charging $75 per article. If she works hard, she can produce 20 articles per month for $1,500. The moment she stops writing, the income stops. Now watch what happened when Sarah shifted her thinking from labor to assets. She found a dormant blog in the productivity niche listed on Flippa for $1,200. It had decent domain authority but zero traffic because nothing had been updated since 2019. She took the top 20 articles, fed them into ChatGPT to update statistics and add current tools, then added proper affiliate links and email capture. In 3 weeks of evening work, she'd transformed the site, about 25 hours total. 4 months later, that site was generating $450 per month in passive income. 8 months in, she sold it on Empire Flippers for $16,500. Let's do the math. $1,200 investment plus 60 hours of work equals $18,300 in profit. That's $305 per hour of actual work. But here's what really matters. Sarah still has her freelance business, but now she also knows how to do this. She's already bought her second site and is flipping her third. Same person, same skills, completely different game. She went from selling time to building assets. This is the valuation gap, and it exists because most people see a broken website and think that's garbage, while someone who understands arbitrage sees that's opportunity. The gap exists because site owners don't know how to monetize, don't understand SEO, and don't have time to maintain what they built. With AI tools making the value injection process faster than ever, this gap is wider than it's been in history. So how do you actually find these undervalued assets? This is where most people get paralyzed. They understand the concept, but have no idea where to start. I'm going to give you the exact 4-step system I use. Step 1. Choose your hunting ground. Pick one niche where you have enough knowledge to recognize opportunity, but not so much expertise that you overthink everything. Ask yourself, what topics do I naturally read about in my free time? Productivity, fitness, personal finance, cooking, hobbies, anything with genuine interest. Second, is there commercial intent? Do people actually spend money solving problems in this space? Third, can I improve content without being a world-class expert? Pick one niche, write it down, commit to hunting there for your first 3 deals. Step 2, deploy the value scanner. Here's where AI becomes your unfair advantage, and I'm going to give you the exact prompt. I'm looking to acquire undervalued websites in the, for example, personal finance space. Analyze the top 30 websites in this niche based on domain authority and traffic. Identify sites that have high domain authority, above 20, but declining traffic over the past 2 years. Look for outdated content, broken links, poor monetization, weak SEO. Provide a ranked list of 10 potential acquisition targets with reasoning. Run this through ChatGPT, Claude, or Perplexity. When I ran this for fitness last week, number 3 was a site with domain authority 32, traffic that dropped from 8,000 monthly visitors to 400, with 47 articles, none updated since 2022. Perfect acquisition target found in 10 minutes. Step 3, the manual sniff test. Now you verify each target manually with 5 questions. 1. Does this solve a real problem people are searching for? Check Google Trends. 2. Is the content salvageable or fundamentally flawed? Read 3 articles. 3. Can I improve this with AI in under 30 hours? 4. Are there clear monetization paths? Affiliate programs, ad placement, digital products? 5. Does the domain name still make sense, or is it dated? If it passes all 5, it stays on your list. Step 4. Valuation research. Go to Flippa or Empire Flippers and search for similar sites that sold recently. Look at the multiples. Content sites typically sell for 25 to 40 times monthly profit. But you're buying broken sites with no revenue, so you're looking at $500 to $3,000, depending on domain authority. That's your buy range for a first deal. Then, reach out directly. Hi, I came across your site and I'm interested in discussing a potential acquisition. Would you be open to a conversation? You'll be shocked how many owners respond positively. Okay, you bought a site. Now what? This is where the DREAM framework comes in. Diagnose, refresh, enhance, automate, monetize. D. Diagnose. Spend week 1 auditing. Run the site through Google Search Console. Which pages historically got traffic? Which keywords drove it? Run a site crawl with Screaming Frog. Look for broken links, duplicate content, missing meta descriptions, slow pages. Write everything down in a priority matrix. Quick wins versus long-term projects. R. Refresh. Identify the top 20 pages by historical traffic. For each article, use this AI prompt. Refresh this article for 2026. Update statistics with current data. Replace outdated tools. Add current examples. Optimize for SEO with these keywords. Maintain the original tone, but improve clarity. The AI generates an updated version in 60 seconds. Time per article, 15 minutes instead of 3 hours. Do this for 20 articles over 2 weeks. You've just injected massive value. E. Enhance. Now add what was missing. Priority 1. Email capture. Create a simple lead magnet. Set up forms with ConvertKit or MailerLite. Priority 2. Internal linking. Add 3 to 5 internal links in each top article. Priority 3. Visual enhancement. Add images, create simple infographics, embed relevant videos. Priority 4. Page speed, compress images, enable caching, minify code. A. Automate. Set up systems so maintenance requires under 2 hours per week. Automated social sharing with Buffer. Automated email sequences for new subscribers. Automated monitoring with Ahrefs alerts for ranking drops. M. Monetize. Turn on multiple revenue streams. Stream 1. Affiliate marketing. Join programs for tools you mention. Add tracked links naturally. Stream 2. Display ads. Start with Google AdSense, upgrade to Mediavine later. Stream 3. Digital products. Create a template or guide to sell for $27 to $97. Stream 4. Sponsored content. Reach out to brands for paid placements. Diversified revenue increases your valuation multiple dramatically. A site generating $700 monthly from multiple streams sells for $21,000 to $28,000 at 30 to 40 times monthly profit. Here's where this goes from side project to wealth system. 1 asset is a project, 5 assets is a business, 10 assets is a portfolio replacing your income. Phase 1, master the process. Months 1 to 6, buy 1 site under $2,000. Execute dream, flip, or hold. Goal, prove you can do this with positive ROI. Phase 2, build foundation. Months 7 to 18, acquire 2 to 3 more sites over the next year. Hire a VA for $8 to $15 per hour to handle content formatting, basic SEO, image sourcing. You focus on finding deals and managing strategy. Your time per site drops from 30 hours to 10. Phase 3, generate cash flow, months 19 to 30. Now you have 3 to 5 sites, some flipped for cash, others held for monthly income. 4 sites at $400 each equals $1,600 monthly passive income. Most operators do both. Flip 2 sites per year for $30,000 to $50,000 in lump sums, hold 3 to 5 for passive cash flow. Phase 4, scale to freedom, months 31 plus. You have systems, experience, capital, and cash flow. Deploy more capital into bigger deals, build a team, or stay small with 5 to 7 sites, generating $3,000 to $5,000 monthly while working 10 hours per week. The multiplier effect is about leverage, systems, and freedom. Here's what you do in the next 30 days. Week 1. Foundation. Days 1 to 2. Pick your niche using the 3-question framework. Days 3 to 4. Set up accounts on Flippa, Empire Flippers, ChatGPT. Days 5 to 7. Immerse in your niche. Join subreddits, groups, forums. Understand the audience. Week 2. Scouting. Days 8 to 9. Run the value scanner. AI prompt. Compile 20 potential targets. Days 10 to 12. Manual sniff test, all 20. Narrow to 5 finalists. Days 13 to 14. Research sold comps. Determine pricing targets. Week 3. Outreach. Days 15 to 16. Craft outreach message. Days 17 to 21. Send emails to 5 finalists. Follow up. Days 22 to 24. Negotiate with respondents. Start 15 to 25% below asking price. Week 4. Closing. Days 25 to 27. Due diligence, verify traffic, review monetization, check for issues. Days 28 to 29. Close via escrow.com. Transfer ownership and access. Day 30. Run full diagnostic, create 90-day execution plan. If you follow this, you'll either own your first site or have active negotiations by day 30. You now know more about digital asset arbitrage than 99% of people will ever learn. But knowledge without execution is just entertainment. In 12 months, the market divides into 2 groups: those who kept selling time and watching income stagnate, and those who built portfolios generating cash flow and appreciation. The first group will be exhausted and anxious. The second will have options and momentum. Which group you're in is decided today, not someday, today. Here's what you do right now. Pick your niche, write it down, set a reminder for tomorrow to run the value scanner prompt. Just those 2 actions put you ahead of 99% of viewers. Then follow the 30-day plan step by step. Your first flip might make $5,000, your 5th might make $30,000, and eventually you could be generating $5,000 to $10,000 monthly passive. That's the path. It's real, it's proven, it works if you work it. If you're ready to stop being a worker and start being a builder, subscribe, because we're creating a community of people who see what others miss. This is your moment. The gap is open. The tools are available. The opportunity is real. The only question is, will you take it? Your move.